Welcome back to New Age, guys, for a show where we like to keep it random. I'm here with the co-host from Switzerland, Shantino.
Yo, I swear, we might as well be on a reality TV show because, that intro,
we
that
might
intro.
imagine if we just started a reality TV show like Keeping Up with the Kardashians or something like that.
Nah, man, keeping up with the graduates. The
Keeping Up the
graduates, right?
Graduates.
We get Henny Mom, we get all your friends, we get you in university when you go to university, all that. You already know.
Bad.
Alright, but how you doing, B? How you doing? How your day been? I ain't talked to you in a minute.
Oh, exactly.
Literally, I talked to you like a minute ago.
So today's podcast we're gonna be talking about relationships. So if you guys saw my Instagram post or Shantino's Instagram story, we asked you guys what you want to talk about about relationships in general and what to do. If you haven't seen on the Instagram post, I'm gonna leave our Instagram down in the description. Go follow us. Hit us up in DM. DMs stay open. Shops closed, school closed, DMs open 24/7. This quarantine ain't gonna stop us.
The DM's open all year round.
All year round, 24/7, baby.
Year
We
round.
never close. I would
Yeah,
say,
you thirsty yourself.
kind of, but nah. But I'm putting Instagrams down in description, so you guys want to follow us, go hit us up about content you want us to make about next time you do that. But let's just hop into it. So we're gonna talk about the questions you guys asked. One of the questions is, what is an ideal relationship?
What is your ideal relationship, Justin?
My ideal relationship, somebody I could really just like chill with, like, because I saw somewhere if you could sit with somebody in complete silence and it's not awkward or anything, that's how you know you have like a close bond with that person. So if we could just sit there and like watch a Netflix show together, I think that's pretty cool. Somebody like who can make jokes with me, communicate, tell me to stop when I'm about to do something stupid as I normally do.
Alright, but that could be a friendship too. So you talking about like friendships or relationships?
I mean, I guess like no, I mean like a relationship. Somebody like I could
Like
call
hand
up.
in hand, though. A friendship is a type of relationship. It's just not.
I mean, yeah, it is. But like relationship is something more because you also have sexual feelings. You know, sexual intimate moments. El sexo. So that plays a factor into it. You definitely want that, obviously.
Yeah.
So I guess it's like a friend, but way closer. And I think if you are dating somebody, they should be your friend first before like your boyfriend or girlfriend.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. Or you can like establish that throughout the thing, and then if it doesn't work out, you become friends.
Exactly. I don't think a relationship should ruin a friendship.
If I feel if you couldn't, if you can't become friends with them after you break up or something, then the relationship wasn't meant to be.
That's exactly what I think because I hate when people say, "Oh, my ex was ugly" or something. Like you literally dated her because you were talking about how she was pretty and everything, but as soon as you guys break up, all of a sudden she looks different. Like that doesn't make sense to me. I mean,
sometimes, like I know I've surely done that. Like I knew that she was ugly, but like there was like I'm gonna say like two different relationships, right?
Right.
One of them, like she wasn't all that cute, but she had like the best personality in the world. Like she was one of the nicest people I've met.
Yeah.
But then the other one, I have no clue why. That was I don't even know. But then like I was being a little toxic with that one. And there was like a cute girl, right? But I wasn't really feeling her. Talking to other people, toxic stuff, you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But I read somewhere like when you're like not really looking for anything serious, you focus mostly on like their attractiveness, like their body and stuff.
Yeah.
But when you're looking for a long relationship, you're looking for more people who like want a long relationship. They focus more on like a cute face or a nice personality than like a nice body. If you're looking for a long relationship.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because sometimes you just gotta plan about the future. You gotta think, well, how is this gonna work out in the future? Are we gonna last? And you gotta keep it interesting, if you ask me.
keep it random, man.
You keep it random, like our logo.
Like our logo? You mean our motto?
Our motto, yes.
What is wrong with you, bro? You don't even know our own stuff.
Oh man, that's on me. That's on me.
But like, that's flawed. Bro.
A good way to keep it interesting, I like opposites. Like, do you think opposites attract?
No, I mean like, not complete, like perfect opposites, definitely not. But like, you have enough in common, but enough differences to relate to each other. Like, you can have enough differences to show the other person why you like the things that you like and why you like them, as opposed to
right.
Every single thing you like, the person hates.
Oh yeah, I see.
But then you have to have some similarities so you can relate to people, so you can relate on different things. I feel like the opposites attracting isn't really like as people think it is. Like it's so much more different than that.
True, but then there's like the thing like, to a very degree, I think some opposites attract because like, you ever heard like the yin yang, like the white and the black, and they like come together.
But then you think about it, yin and yang, they have parts of each other, and each side of it
has like a little bit of the other each other in it. Yeah.
So that's you have to have some similarities. You can't just be complete opposites.
Yeah, so that's what I think too. So complete opposites, that won't really work out because you guys end up fighting everything, and it's not good.
And disagreeing about literally everything.
Exactly, and that's not really that healthy of a relationship.
That's not a relationship.
No, but like, what do you like a healthy relationship? If you had to like put it into like, let's say,
I'd say like being able to relate to each other and like communication is key.
Oh, communication.
If you can't communicate with your partner, it's a problem.
That's huge problem.
If you are able to talk about things and like trust each other, and you just have a shared mindset on certain things, but you have your own differences, like they give some, take some.
Right.
That has to be a thing. Like, you can't have a relationship without establishing that first.
Exactly. I think like a healthy relationship is, I guess, all about happiness. What really makes you happy. Knowing like what they like, being able to. I think your top priority should always be yourself. Like, you should always focus more on your happiness. So
I feel like in a relationship, you should not only focus on your happiness, but focus on the other person's happiness as well.
I mean, like, I guess they should like both be like a top priority.
Yeah.
But then again, like with the like an airplane, if an airplane's going down, they always tell you put your mask on before you save anybody else, because you can't save anybody if you yourself are drowning. You see what I'm saying? Or suffocating.
Yeah, you have to make sure that you're able to bring.
Exactly. So I'm just saying, like, if you have like a bad mental health or you're going through depression, you can't really help your partner if you're going through something just as bad. It's
you have to both be able to contribute in a relationship.
Exactly, but like it's better if you guys are both going through it together, because mental illnesses, depression, it can be a big impact on a relationship. But you have to realize that sometimes you have to focus on yourself, take time for yourself to grow and to become better, so that you can make the relationship better.
It's never a problem to like take a step back. Like if you need time, I feel like it's never a problem for you to take time for yourself. If like something's happening in your life and you don't know what to do, you don't know any way to handle it, and you feel like there's no one that can help you, you just have to take time back, and that's a key thing in communication.
Right.
If you can communicate it properly, the other person will understand.
Exactly, because people sometimes, I guess, they rush things, and it's not always like a race or anything. Like, not racing.
Nah, it's always a race, bro. I'm gonna beat you.
Sometimes.
I'm gonna do everything before you. I got you.
But like, everybody's trying to find like what this perfect relationship is, and in my opinion, I don't think there is a set perfect relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's like no set definition of perfect.
It's just perfect in your own way, I guess.
Exactly, but I heard that like, if there's no set definition of perfect, Doesn't that mean there's no set definition of imperfect?
No.
Well,
Perfect is what makes is when you have nothing that's imperfect. So you have to have an establishment of what is imperfect before you can have perfect.
that's true. So, like, you can't really say, oh, their relationship is better than mine. That's another thing. People like to compare other people's relationships to their own, and then they always like try and be better than somebody else, and it ends up messing up their own relationship.
Yeah. You just have to focus on yourself. Focus on what's happening with you.
Right. And so, I guess people always like they fall to stereotypes. You know what I mean?
Wait, what type of stereotypes?
Like a stereotype be like, when are you supposed to say I love you? You know what I mean? Like they
Yeah.
feel like they have to be rushed, and if they don't say I love you, then obviously they're not in a good relationship. Or if they say I love you too fast, it could ruin the relationship, and they're always worried about what to do or what's right or what's wrong.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes you just gotta go by feelings.
Yeah. There's never like a given time that you should like say. Like there's never like a point where like you have to say I love you.
Exactly.
But like if you don't, it's like I feel like you should be comfortable being able to say that.
That's what I think the whole relationship is about, like being comfortable with the other person, being comfortable with yourself. So there's no given time when to say I love you, but I guess I would say I love you when you feel it's like when you actually love somebody, because you know when you love somebody when you start thinking about them every day or
Yeah, when the first thing you think about is them, the last thing you think about is them.
exactly. I know for a fact it's gonna come a moment where it's just
It's
gonna
like
hit you in the
myself,
brain.
you know.
Exactly. But sometimes you can't love somebody unless you love yourself first. If you know what
No,
I
no,
mean.
no. Not sometimes. You can't love somebody unless you love yourself.
Yeah, that's true. It's impossible because how you gonna love somebody else if you can't give that same love to yourself? Person you
Yeah.
are.
Everything you are.
Oh, but sometimes it's like the exact opposite, and that could lead to, as we all know,
Toxicity.
toxic relationships.
Yeah, it
And
sounds like my relationships.
oh, I mean, I think some people are all toxic in their own way. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Whether it's like voluntarily being toxic or accidentally being toxic, you know? Because
Yeah.
there's some people who end up getting jealous or something and they end up making the whole relationship off or something like that.
Like, speaking of jealousy, like, there's some people that be having mad insecurities, man.
Right.
Remember that kid? At our old school, that like was always jealous of, like, always insecure about me.
Yeah, I think I remember
Oh my
that.
gosh, it was so funny.
But
All right,
like,
so for the people, no, I don't think anybody knows,
nah.
but for the listeners, right?
Mhm.
There was this kid at our school that like us, the three of us, me, Justin, and his girlfriend were all friends because we had class together, and we would
Yeah.
like always hang out and stuff.
But they
But
weren't dating at that time when we were hanging out.
yeah, yeah. And I was like new to the school, and they were like my first group of friends.
Right.
But come 2 months later, they start date. No, before they even start dating, this is like a month and a half, 2 months later.
Mhm.
Mans is like always talking about me, always like saying he doesn't want her hanging out with me, and like we have class together, and he's always making like a big deal, making it a problem.
All right. But then again, you were flirting with the girl a little bit.
That ain't the point. She said she didn't like him. Like
Oh.
not. I'm airing people's dirty laundry, but she said she didn't like him. So of course I'm gonna slide in. You know.
Oh.
Yeah. Like there was valid reason for like it to happen, for like me to do, for what happened. But
Yeah.
like
Right.
him doing all that, and then the birthday thing.
Oh yeah. Not coming to our party because you were going.
Yeah.
I mean.
But like saying that his girl couldn't go to the party, that was the flaw part.
Mm. Yeah, I guess so. I see it, but sometimes there's a line between being protective and then being overprotective.
Insecure, yeah. Like I feel like protective is like I don't even know, man.
Because like some people, it could lead to
You
like
just have to
a
have
abusive
a sense of
relationship.
trust.
It's all about trust, if you ask me. Because
Yeah.
if you don't trust her, then what's the point of even being with her? Or if you don't trust him,
Yeah.
you see what I'm saying? And then it just leads to a whole bunch of distrust, and people who don't trust each other at all leads to a toxic relationship. And everybody's like looking through the phone. Oh, let me see your phone, something. That's just not good. It's not healthy.
Yeah, but it's like there's more things that make a toxic relationship. But
Exactly.
yeah, I mean, it's just that's just one big part of it, the insecurities.
Insecures. People. But like my thing is, you already got the girl. She already likes you.
Yeah,
So what do you have to be insecure about?
of course.
Like you got
But
the girl. She said no to everybody else, and she said yes to you.
unless she's like super fine and you're like and you look like you.
Oh.
Unless she's like super fine and she looks like you, then
Ooh.
I don't know. I'll be worried every day.
I don't know, bro. I'm just saying. I know. I'm secure. I know if I get a girl and she says yes to me, I'm ugly, so I know she's not with me just for my looks, right?
Yeah.
I know she liked me for me, so I'm like, oh, I'm secure. It's a good looking guys and the good looking girls that I think they have the most trust issues because they don't know if people are with them just for like their
Because
body or
maybe it's like
something.
maybe it's like what you feel, like how you know that you're this way, so like you don't trust people because they might be that way, like the same way. Like say like you cheat on people, you're not
Right.
gonna trust somebody because you cheat on people, so you're gonna expect other people to cheat on you as well. I
Exactly.
guess it's like that.
That's just how some people are. It's just not
Yeah.
healthy. Um. So I guess just trust. Trust is a good thing.
Yeah. I feel like that's what makes a good relationship. But yeah, man, like you just have to just people have insecurities. You just have to be able to get over them, talk about them, trust.
Yeah, that's what I think.
It all comes back to communication. If you can communicate about like what you're insecure about, then that's it.
Exactly. You just
Communication and understanding.
yeah, you guys talk about it and you can figure things out, and I think that's just healthy and that's how you make a community or a relationship grow.
Yeah.
But there are some ups and downs to relationships. You know what I mean? Like
No,
sometimes,
I know what you mean.
like sometimes you get something happens and then it turns into like a whole argument
Oh
or
yeah, yeah.
fighting, and then you gotta wonder, am I really arguing too much with this person? Is it really worth the time, or is what we're arguing about even important? Because sometimes people argue over stupid stuff.
I mean, I feel like that's like the biggest thing. Like that's the most important thing. If you only argue about big stuff, then you won't understand each other about the little stuff.
That's
But
true.
then the little stuff adds up like over and over and over. You know,
Right.
like it
But,
just gets like more of a big deal.
but I'm just saying, like sometimes when you argue, you just have to figure out. Man, I just lost my train of thought. But sometimes, oh yeah, arguing when sometimes people argue because it's what they're used to at home, like their household, and then it comes from like an abusive household or something like that, and then they're
Or
just
like
used
they
to
come
people.
from where their parents argue all the time. Like I
Yeah,
know a lot of Hispanics come from arguing all the time. So then that's just what they're used to. It's you could take it either way. It's either you're going to do that because that's what you're used to, or you're gonna not do that because you don't want that in your life anymore.
right. But like sometimes, fighting every I might say fighting, but arguing every now and then.
Arguing every now and again is it's what makes a relationship.
Yeah,
I don't think you can have a good one without that.
because you can't
Unless you've known each other for years,
years
and
and
then you
years.
decide to get married,
then maybe.
And
But
you've
like,
already had hundreds of arguments about tiny things, then there's no possible way that you can go without having an argument. And even then, you're probably still going to argue.
Exactly. I'm just
It's just a
saying that
natural thing.
every now and then, it like sometimes it could keep the relationship going. What makes the relationship strong?
Yeah. But like, what do you think will happen if like I really don't know. But how would you think like someone would get the spark back?
Oh, well, sometimes like when you lose a spark, it's usually because somebody's not trying. You know what I mean? Somebody stops trying in a relationship. They just stop.
Or maybe you just don't feel it anymore. You know?
Exactly, but sometimes you just have to go. Well, what made me? You have to think. Well, what made me fall for this person in the first place? Why did I decide to be with them? Right?
But then yeah, and after that it's like I don't know. I feel like after that you would be like, do I still feel that? Yes.
Exactly. So sometimes getting sparked back, you do some exciting things. I guess try doing something. Go karting if you're old enough. Like go cliff diving or something.
Or maybe have like a first date. Like redo your first. If like
your first date.
If your relationship didn't start off normally, maybe have your real first date.
Exactly, and sometimes it's just you get into a routine, and then it just becomes boring. So sometimes you just have to shake it up and get something new going on.
Shake it up. Wait, no. You remember that show, Shake It Up?
Shake It Up with Zendaya?
Yeah, that was such a good show.
That was a good show, bro.
And Ella Thorne.
Nah, that was a good show.
Good show.
But
it was always dancing in every episode, man.
Every episode. I used to get on the dance floor myself.
I feel like I got most of my relationship advice from like
TV
when I was young,
shows
and like Disney.
Honestly, best relationship advice I had was from the old Disney shows. The new Disney shows don't really talk about nothing now. But those old Disney shows, they talked about a lot of important stuff and morals and everything.
The old Nickelodeon shows, man.
Oh yeah,
those things really talked about
those
stuff.
Those are good.
But then you had a few Cartoon Network shows that like they showed you the bad, like Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I was just thinking about Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah, how he was always hating on her.
Always.
The husband was Eugene was always hating on her.
Yeah, but
and then like he never liked the dog, but
exactly.
She like, loved him, and he would always like put her down, like discourage her. I feel like that's how I don't want to be. You know,
nobody wants to be like that because once you're like 60, you want to still be able to like still feel the same feelings as when you're 17 or something.
Yeah. I just saw a picture of a couple that was they went to a beach, right? And it was a picture of them like when they were like in teens or in their 20s, right. And then it was the same picture of them when they were like 70 or 80.
I want to do that. I definitely want to do that.
Yeah.
But I also remember from I saw a theory about Scooby-Doo, how like every time they unmask somebody, it's somebody that they knew, and it said sometimes the show shows that sometimes your biggest villains or your biggest fears aren't people that you aren't what you think it is, but sometimes it's the people that's close to you or some people that you know.
Justin, what are you trying to suggest? You trying to suggest I'm a villain to you?
Bro, I don't know.
Cool, man. What if you're my villain? What if you've really been plotting something sinister behind my back this whole time you didn't want me to know?
Oh, who told you?
Whoa.
Nah, bro.
Talk heart to heart.
But I'm just saying you gotta keep the grass cut so the snakes, you see all the snakes.
Oof.
You gotta get deep.
Oof.
But
I hope you ain't a snake, Justin.
Nah, but I
thought we were friends, man.
Oh, of course we friends, bruh.
I mean, the way you've been talking lately, I don't know if I could believe all that.
But back to the relationships thing. I guess you should take the next part.
And why is that?
Oh, cause you're a boy.
You should take because I'm what?
You obviously know more than I do in this part.
Yeah, of course, but you are this part.
Alright, so the next part, I guess we're talking about virginity? Like, when's the right time?
Second relationships.
When's the right time to have, el sexo?
El sexo.
When's the right time? The pressures that
Don't
come
steal my
with it.
stuff. Don't steal my stuff.
Oh, my bad.
Flaws,
But
when's the right time for all that?
I don't know. I feel like whenever you feel comfortable with your own body, and whenever you feel
you're not comfortable yet, Justin.
Me, I just haven't met the right person. You also have to meet the right person. Well,
I mean, you don't have to. It really depends on the person.
Yeah, it depends on what the person wants or what you want yourself.
Yeah.
Because
I know people that they had their first when they were 15. No. Some people I know first time was 10.
Yeah, some people just have it really young, and then.
But then other people
wait till they're 40.
Yeah, and other people that I know, that I personally know, haven't even had a first kiss, and they're 20, 21. Didn't you say you know someone that's 18 has never had a first kiss?
Never had a first kiss, never had a girlfriend.
Didn't even want a girlfriend?
No, but I don't know. We that's a weird different. That's a little bit different, but we're just saying.
I feel like it's a similar thing.
Yeah, it could be a little similar, but I'm just saying sometimes you have to feel comfortable in your own skin before you can show it off to somebody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
And
but even after you've shown it off to somebody, the whole I guess forcing people into what they don't want.
Yeah, exactly. Like peer pressure and
Yeah, peer pressure. That's what it's called. I literally forgot the word.
But that goes back to the whole stereotype people. People think that there's supposed to be a set path or pattern for all relationships. People have to realize that relationships aren't based off the internet or what anybody else thinks. You have to focus on what you believe and what you think, and just go with how you feel.
How you feel.
And then, I guess, definitely after having sex, you should probably meet the family.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe meet the family first.
You might meet the family first.
It's probably it really depends on the person, right? Because there's only one person that's ever met my family,
right?
And there's only one person that I've met their family. No, two people that I met their family.
Yeah,
but it's not a thing that I do. I don't people don't need to know my family.
Exactly, that's what I think.
The reason that they met my family, right, was because they already knew my sister.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But
and my sister invited them over, but there's not no. There's actually another person because we've been friends for a long time.
Right.
But
there's no set time though.
Yeah, me personally, to meet my family, you have to have a list of requirements, I guess.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
You just have to.
Cause my mom, she's not like every other mom.
Your mom's definitely not. Your mom's like my mom.
Yeah, our moms are basically the same person. But
exactly, and they're both crazy.
we love them to death, but they're both a little crazy.
A little bit crazy, you know.
But it's only been
I don't think
2 of my friends who've ever met my mom, man. You're one of them.
Yeah, I think the only people who have met my mom are. Have you met my mom?
Yeah, a little bit.
You, Los, and Jeff and Mar.
Yeah.
And then there's a few other people that I've, my friend Jamarcus, my friend Daniel.
Yeah, but my mom.
People that were really close to me.
Exactly, you have to be really close to me. I have to feel comfortable with you, me, and my mom. And then there's I don't think my mom's met any other girls I've ever talked to or dated. Never, ever.
My mom, I don't think I try not to get involved any of my family involved in that. Only person that I feel I would ever let meet my mom, me wanting them to meet my mom, would be someone that I can see myself with them for at least the next 10, 20 years.
Right.
After that, we just have to see, you know.
Right, but I guess like one of the things. Well, this goes hand in hand, but like, when do you know that he or she is the one? Like, when are they the one, the right one for you? You know what I mean? And for me,
You know, like you mean like marriage and stuff?
uh, yeah, it
Like
could
the
be
one
marriage,
like
but
in like
like
marriages? I
the
feel like
one that you know that's like gonna stay there for you, the one that's not gonna break your heart or just leave you, the one, you know, the one.
I don't think I think now that's not really a thing anymore.
No,
Because like it's like a new age of like technology and stuff where like people you have more opportunities, you have more options. You don't have to be like it's not everything's not the same as it used to be, you know?
right, right, and well,
I feel like before it was like the one would be like the kid next door,
oh
like the
yeah,
one that
if you're going by movies, it's definitely the girl, the guy next door, or
no, because there's even movies like based on recent times, like
oh
how
yeah,
things are now lately, as opposed to like the older movies where there's only one person that you could possibly be with, and you'll never find another person like that in your entire life. But now it's like people are meeting each other every day,
exactly.
right? And then there's like 30 different people that you feel like you could spend the rest of your life with.
Right, and I'm just saying, sometimes you just have to go with how you feel and what's
It's
right
all
for you.
yeah. You have to. I feel like you just have to picture yourself 20, 30 years if you still feel what you do, and
Right,
and then after that, if you don't, I feel like you shouldn't really continue it.
exactly. And I guess that's pretty much all we got in relationships. So
I guess like the basis is that like relationships are meant to
be based off how you feel and how comfortable
just
you are.
no relationships are like the relationship. I just don't know how to talk all of a sudden. Like I just lost all 16, almost 17 years of English I've learned. But relationships are teaching you what you like until you meet that one person. You know.
Right. I feel because like every bad experience or bad relationship you have ever been in has built you to become the better person or the better girlfriend, better boyfriend
Or
for
the
that
worst
next.
person, because like you be wanting to be a little bit toxic after
Oh
you
yeah,
dealt with
yeah, yeah.
somebody
You got
toxic.
a point
So
there. Because
yeah,
I saw something. I saw it was like a cycle. It's like the good guy goes for the bad girl. The bad girl screws over the good guy going for the bad guy.
no.
Something like that. What is it?
The bad girl screws over the good guy,
Right.
going for the nerd.
No, it's like the good girl. No. I know. It's a good guy goes for the good girl. The good girl screws over the good guy going for the bad guy. The bad guy screws over the
The
good
good guy
girl.
and the bad guy.
No, the bad guy screws over the good girl going for the bad girl. And the good girl becomes the bad girl. And the bad girl is going for the good guy. And it's like a whole cycle. It's all toxic. And it shows how toxic people can be.
People are pretty toxic. Like that movie Parasite, you know. I feel like the best movies. I was just talking to one of my friends about this. The best movies are the ones where it gives you a like a look into life on how people can be.
Right.
Because people are toxic.
People can be really toxic. Like,
I can't be are. People are.
people are toxic. But that's just humans. Humans aren't the best. But the thing that makes humans superior, the things that make humans superior is not our brains or intelligence or anything. It's our potential to grow and to learn.
Bro, what is you on, man?
Yo, I'm on my deep stuff, bro.
You're not. You're not on anything, bro.
But people been asking like, how do we come up with these ideas for our podcast?
I don't know, man.
We don't know.
We just be coming up with them.
I'll literally be
Just
in
like
the
the
shower.
model, just like the model. We keep it random.
Keep it random, man. We
Just
be in the shower,
hop
just
in the
like
shower.
hits us, man. Oh,
Not together. Like at our
nah,
separate
obviously,
houses.
different countries.
Different continents.
Exactly. People, we
Different
just.
solar systems.
I don't know about that.
I mean, you'll find out about that next week, all right?
Next
the next
week.
podcast, the aliens.
Aliens. We already talked about aliens. You remember?
Oh,
yeah, I talked about aliens. That was the first one I ever did. So if you guys want to listen to aliens, go find that. That was pretty funny. Nah, we don't. But until next time, as we like to say, keep it random. Make sure you guys stay safe during this quarantine. See, that doesn't even make sense. I'm like built like I keep it random.
You're built like you keep it random. Don't worry about it. Just know that you're built like you keep it random.
But I remember I was talking to this one girl. I was like, rank me on a scale of 1 to 10. She said you're a 4. I was like, nah, just on looks. She says like, oh. I was like, but what about with personality? She's like, oh, 4.5. I was like, yo, what?
She keeping it accurate.
I was like, yo, that's kind of harsh, kind of accurate, but kind of harsh.
No, not kind of accurate, super accurate.
Yeah, it's super accurate.
She ain't keeping it random. She keeping it straight up.
She keeping it 100.
But keeping it 100.
I guess we need to also find like a family name for a new age family for people who subscribers.
I'm telling you, the new age.
So you want us to call the people who listen New Age the New Age?
Of course, the New Age.
I don't know.
It's the only logical thing. I did not just die in this game.
So you want
That's the only logical thing, man.
I don't know. If you guys have any ideas, leave in the comments or hit up our Instagrams or DMs. Stay open, as we said.
DMs stay open.
And it says
y'all hit my boy Justin up. Y'all hit my boy Carlos up. I don't even know what is his Instagram at this point. It's like
Carlos D. Sands or something like that.
With a Z. Yeah, Carlos D. Sands with a Z.
But y'all go listen.
Carlos up. He's cuffed actually. Look at him in a relationship. Jeff Carlos Los is cuffed.
Jeff is cuffed.
I already said Jeff. Pay attention.
You never said he was cuffed though.
I said Jeff is cuffed. Los is cuffed. I think Mar's out here. Mar was almost cuffed, but then his girl left. His girl left the country.
How we get on who's cuffed and who's not cuffed?
I don't know. Hit up my boy Los.
Alright, but let's end this podcast.
Alright, peace y'all.
Peace y'all. Keep it random. It's been Justin and Shantino.
Your boy.
You know how it is.
Your boy Justin, the crackhead Shantino.
And we hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. So, peace out.
Have a marvelous Saturday.
Friday.
Have a marvelous day.
Or whenever you guys are listening to this.
I don't know when, but hopefully it's a Saturday and a Friday. Or a Friday, because then I won't look as stupid,
Yeah. Alright, guys. Catch you later. Peace.